Welcome to Omni, where we explore the hidden wonders of the deep ocean and uncover secrets of marine life. Today, beneath the waves lies a mysterious world filled with strange creatures that defy our common understanding of traditional biological evolution completely. Among these bizarre inhabitants is a fish that refuses to swim, preferring instead to walk across the dark ocean floor slowly. This is the red-lipped batfish, an incredibly unique marine specimen found primarily around the sandy depths of the Galapagos Islands. With its bright crimson mouth, this creature looks like it just applied a fresh layer of vibrant lipstick before heading out. But beyond its comical appearance lies an evolutionary masterpiece, perfectly adapted to survive in the harsh and unforgiving deep benthic zone. The benthic zone is the lowest level of a body of water, characterized by thick mud, shifting sand, and heavy turbulence. In this murky environment, traditional swimming is highly inefficient. So the batfish has modified its pectoral fins to act like legs. It gracefully trudges along the sandy bottom, moving with a peculiar rhythm that resembles a slow and deliberate underwater walking motion. However, navigating and hunting in this extremely turbid environment requires much more than just a pair of modified walking pectoral fins. It requires a highly specialized visual system designed specifically to pierce through the constant visual noise of the muddy ocean floor. Unlike predators that rely on crystal clear water to spot prey from afar, the batfish faces a completely different visual challenge. The water here is constantly clouded with floating debris and sand particles, making long-distance vision absolutely useless and biologically expensive. To solve this problem, nature equipped the red-lipped batfish with a pair of highly unique, laterally positioned, protruding large eyes. These bulging eyes sit high and wide on the sides of its head, granting the creature an exceptionally wide viewing field. This strategic placement allows the fish to scan its immediate surroundings constantly, without needing to turn its heavy, cumbersome body around. But having a wide field of view is only the first part of this complex and fascinating biological visual sensory equation. The true magic lies in the internal biological mechanism of the eyes, which are heavily optimized for detecting localized motion instantly. Because the batfish spends most of its time sitting perfectly still on the ocean floor, it becomes a silent, observant sentinel. Its visual cortex is wired to ignore the static background of the mud and focus entirely on sudden, tiny, moving changes. This ability is driven by an incredibly high temporal resolution within the cellular structure of the retinal tissue of the fish. Temporal resolution refers to the speed at which the eye can capture and process consecutive frames of visual information over time. Imagine having a high-speed camera built into your head, allowing you to perceive the slightest twitch in the surrounding environment. For the batfish, this means it can spot the microscopic movements of tiny crustaceans attempting to hide beneath the shifting sand. Even if a small crab only moves its claw a fraction of an inch, the batfish immediately registers that subtle disturbance. The visual system intentionally sacrifices long-range sharpness, focusing entirely on mastering the visual data within a 1-meter radius strictly. Anything beyond that 1-meter mark is irrelevant to the batfish, as it cannot swim fast enough to chase distant prey. By limiting its visual processing range, the brain conserves vital energy, directing all computational power to mastering the immediate hunting zone. This near-field motion processing is crucial for the survival of the species in such a competitive and nutrient-poor ecosystem. When the high temporal resolution detects a potential meal, the batfish does not immediately lunge forward to attack the hiding prey. Instead, it relies on another fascinating anatomical feature, a specialized structure located right on its snout, known as the biological elusive. The elusive acts as a built-in fishing rod, complete with a fleshy lure that dangles enticingly right above its mouth. The precise moment to deploy this lure is dictated entirely by the visual feedback gathered from those bulging, highly sensitive eyes. Once the movement of the hidden crustacean is confirmed, the batfish extends its elusive, wiggling the lure to mimic a worm. The visual cortex calculates the exact distance and trajectory of the prey, ensuring the lure is positioned perfectly for maximum temptation. As the curious crustacean emerges from the sand to investigate the fake worm, the batfish watches with intense, unwavering visual focus. Every tiny twitch of the approaching prey is tracked by the high-speed retinal cells, feeding real-time data to the brain. The tension builds on the ocean floor as the predator and prey engage in a deadly game of deception and observation. The batfish remains perfectly motionless, trusting its superior near-field vision to determine the absolute optimal microsecond to strike the target. Finally, when the crustacean steps within the lethal strike zone, the visual trigger is pulled, and the batfish lunges forward violently. In a fraction of a second, the large, crimson mouth opens wide, creating a powerful vacuum that swallows the prey whole. This successful hunt was entirely orchestrated by a visual system perfectly tuned to the specific demands of a muddy, dark environment. It demonstrates how evolution shapes the sensory organs of animals to fit the exact parameters of their very specific ecological niches. If the batfish had human-like vision, it would likely starve to death, blinded by the swirling sand and floating mud. Our eyes are designed to see clear, distant details, but down here, that kind of vision is a massive biological disadvantage. The red-lipped batfish proves that perfect vision is not about seeing the furthest, but seeing exactly what you need to. To fully appreciate this incredible creature, we must dive deeper into the cellular anatomy of its fascinating, highly adapted, protruding eyes. The retina of the batfish contains a very high concentration of specialized photoreceptor cells, designed to detect contrast in low light. These cells work tirelessly to separate the subtle movements of living creatures from the chaotic background noise of the ocean currents. When a grain of sand shifts due to water flow, the batfish brain easily dismisses it as a non-threatening environmental factor. But when a grain of sand shifts because a tiny shrimp is digging beneath it, the visual cortex immediately flags it. This selective attention is a marvel of neurological processing, allowing the fish to conserve mental energy while remaining a deadly predator. Furthermore, the lateral placement of the eyes provides stereoscopic vision in a very specific overlapping zone directly in front of it. This overlapping zone is precisely where the fishing lure is deployed, giving the batfish incredible depth perception during the final strike. Without this precise depth perception, the batfish might snap its jaws too early or too late, missing the crucial hunting opportunity. Every aspect of its anatomy, from the walking fins to the fishing rod and the bulging eyes, works in perfect harmony. It is a living machine, optimized over millions of years to dominate the muddy bottom of the ocean with absolute efficiency. Observing the red-lipped batfish in its natural habitat is a rare privilege, as they reside at depths rarely visited frequently. Remote-operated vehicles have captured stunning footage of these creatures, revealing the slow, methodical nature of their daily underwater walking routines. As they walk across the sand, they leave behind tiny tracks, a testament to their unique method of deep-sea locomotion. Other deep-sea predators often rely on bioluminescence to attract prey, but the batfish relies purely on physical mimicry and vision. It is a master of patience, willing to wait for hours until the perfect visual stimulus triggers its predatory hunting sequence. The muddy environment also offers the batfish a layer of protection from larger predators that might be swimming in the waters. By blending in with the ocean floor and remaining perfectly still, it becomes practically invisible to creatures relying on distant vision. Its strange, flattened body shape further aids in this camouflage, making it look like just another oddly shaped rock or sponge. The bright red lips, however, remain a subject of intense scientific debate, as their exact evolutionary purpose is still not understood. Some marine biologists hypothesize that the vivid color may play a role in recognizing other members of their species during mating. Others believe the red lips might serve to attract specific types of prey that are drawn to bright, contrasting visual patterns. Regardless of their purpose, the red lips add a touch of undeniable charm to an otherwise bizarre and alien-looking creature. As we continue to explore the depths of the ocean, we constantly uncover new mysteries that challenge our understanding of biology. The red-lipped batfish is a perfect example of how life finds a way to thrive in the most extreme conditions. It teaches us that evolution is not a single path, but a branching tree of infinite possibilities and highly creative solutions. The visual system of the batfish, with its high temporal resolution and near-field focus, is a testament to this creativity. It is a highly specialized tool, crafted by the relentless forces of natural selection to ensure survival in a muddy world. Let us take a moment to marvel at the intricate dance of life and death that occurs daily on the seafloor. A tiny crustacean scurries across the sand, completely unaware of the bulging eyes that are tracking its every single microscopic movement. The batfish waits, a silent predator armed with a biological fishing rod, and a visual processing system that rivals modern technology. The lure is deployed, wiggling with a lifelike rhythm that proves irresistible to the hungry, unsuspecting crustacean searching for its meal. The visual feedback loop tightens, the brain calculating the final trajectory, preparing the muscles for the explosive forward lunging attack sequence. And then, in a flurry of shifting sand and violent motion, the hunt is concluded, and the ocean floor grows quiet. The batfish settles back into the mud, its bulging eyes already scanning the murky water for the next subtle sign of movement. This cycle of observation, attraction, and consumption has played out over countless generations, refining the batfish into the ultimate benthic predator. Studying these creatures not only expands our knowledge of marine biology, but also inspires new advancements in modern artificial visual technology. Engineers developing computer vision systems for underwater drones often look to creatures like the batfish for inspiration in handling visual noise. By understanding how the batfish brain filters out the shifting sand to focus on moving prey, we can build better cameras. These bio-inspired cameras could revolutionize how we map the ocean floor and search for lost objects in highly turbid waters. It is a beautiful synergy between the ancient designs of nature and the cutting-edge innovations of modern human scientific technology. As we protect our oceans, we ensure that these incredible creatures continue to exist, preserving their secrets for future generations completely. The Galapagos Islands, home to the red-lipped batfish, represent a crucial sanctuary for some of the most unique marine life. Conservation efforts in this region are vital to maintaining the delicate balance of the benthic ecosystem and protecting its bizarre inhabitants. Every species, no matter how strange or comical it may appear, plays a critical role in the complex web of ocean life. The red-lipped batfish, with its walking fins and fishing rod, is a masterclass in ecological adaptation and survival strategy perfection. Its highly specialized vision reminds us that there is more than one way to see and interact with the surrounding world. While we gaze at the stars and dream of alien life, we must remember the alien worlds that exist right here. The deep ocean remains one of the final frontiers of exploration, holding countless wonders that have yet to be fully discovered. Who knows what other bizarre creatures are walking across the ocean floor right now, hidden beneath the crushing weight of water. Perhaps there are fish with even stranger visual systems, adapted to environments that are completely devoid of any natural sunlight whatsoever. The pursuit of knowledge drives us to dive deeper, to look closer, and to appreciate the magnificent diversity of biological life. We have journeyed through the muddy waters of the benthic zone to witness the extraordinary life of the red-lipped batfish. We have explored the intricate mechanics of its protruding eyes and the high temporal resolution that makes it a deadly hunter. We have seen how it uses visual feedback to deploy its biological fishing rod and secure a meal in the dark. This creature stands as a testament to the boundless creativity of evolution and the incredible adaptability of life on planet Earth. Thank you for joining us on this fascinating journey into the depths of the ocean to uncover these amazing biological secrets. We hope this exploration has inspired a deeper appreciation for the strange and wonderful creatures that share our beautiful blue planet. Until next time, keep exploring the unknown, stay curious about the natural world, and thank you for watching Omni Eyes today.